on here for Clearsnap, and I have a really fun technique I want to show you today. It's the technique I use to make this very cool, crinkly, vintage looking bow for my tag. I'll bring it a little bit closer, you can see it. I've embossed it and distressed it with my heat gun. So the first thing you're going to need is some organza ribbon, and this is a really super wide ribbon. I like, you know, the wider the more crinkled you can get. But this distressing technique will work on any nylon ribbon. It will melt it right up. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and run my rollograph with my dots on it real fast. Try not to think too hard about it because you do not want your dots to dry. Alright, so I've got my dots. Then I'm going to go ahead and quickly put some embossing powder over the top of it and make a giant mess. Alright, believe it or not, I do have a piece of paper underneath here. Okay, and then I'm just going to sort of trickle it off like that. Lay it off to the side, and then put that aside for fixing later. And then we're going to go ahead and hit it with the heat gun. And I like to use just a barbecue skewer to hold it down while the heat gun's going. And then you're just going to hit it. Ooh, look at that, popping up nice and silver. And as it's doing that, you can see it's crinkling up the ribbon nicely. The edges good. Okay, now that looks pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with the results on that. But for this one, I think I'm going to use it for a Halloween card. So what I'm going to do is scrunch it a little bit more and hit it again. And this nylon does get hot, so caution. I have a freakishly high heat tolerance on my hands. And there we go. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. It looks old, it looks crinkly and shiny with the dots on it. And this looks really great, not only for Halloween projects, but for any kind of vintage project. It just makes an instant old distressed look. So I hope you'll give it a shot with your Clearsnap embossing powder, your rollograph with the inker on it, and a heat gun.